Today we are focusing on how to calculate your GPA. GPA stands for grade point average. It is the average grades you have earned at an institution. While GPA doesn't reflect your learning, it does reflect how well you have done in your courses. Your GPA can affect your academic standing, entrance into specialized programs, financial aid, and whether you graduate or not. So it is important that you learn how to calculate your GPA so you can determine where you stand academically. So let's get started. You should already have your courses listed in column A and your grades listed in column C, as this was part of last week's tasks that were assigned. If you read the directions at the top of the page, all courses beginning with the 0 as the first number, those that are graded as an S, SA, SB, SC, U, or UF, and all courses that you dropped or withdrew from, those listed as a Q or a W, do not count in your GPA. So pause the video and draw a line through all of those courses. In my example, it's these first two classes that do not count, so I put a line through those so that I will not look at them anymore. Next, if you repeat a course, only the last attempt is calculated. In this example, Math 1324 and English 1301 have both been repeated. So we are going to draw a line through the first attempt at both of these courses. Pause the video while you cross out the previous attempts at your repeated courses. Now let's look at column B. We are going to put in the hours attempted for each class. At BC, this is determined by the second number in the course rubric. For example, EDUC 1300 is the course rubric. The second digit is a 3, so the hours attempted for this class is a 3. Pause the video and complete column B. Column D is for grade points. You earn grade points based on the grades you receive. For every A, you earn 4 points. B's are 3 points. C's are 2 points. D's are 1 point. And F's aren't worth any points. Use the key in column D to figure out the grade points you receive for each class and write the number in column D. For example, this student made a C in EDUC 1300, so a 2 goes in column D for this class. Pause the video while you complete column D. Finally, column E is for total grade points earned. Grade points are calculated based on the grade earned and the hours completed. The grade points earned are based on a single credit hour, so you must multiply the number in column B by the number in column D to determine the points earned. In our example, the EDUC 1300 course has a 3 in column B and a 2 in column D. 3 times 2 is 6, so we enter a 6 in column E. Pause the video and multiply all of your column B hours by your column D grade points and enter those numbers into column E. The last step is to determine your total hours attempted and your total points earned. add column B, but do not include the courses you are currently in right now. In our example, we would have a total of 21. Then add the total points earned in column E. In this example, we would have 36. To obtain your GPA, we divide points earned, the 36, by hours attempted, 21, and get 1.71 for the GPA. You should always have a number between 0 and 4, and we generally take it to 2 decimal points. Pause the video and add column B, then add column E, then divide column E by column B and write your current GPA. This is where you stand right now. To determine where you will stand at the end of the semester, you need to predict or guesstimate the grades you will earn in the courses you are currently taking. Enter the grades you hope to receive, but be realistic in column C. Complete column B with the hours for your classes, column D with the grade points you will receive for those grades, and column E with the grade points earned. In this example, this student hopes to make a C in History 1302 and a B in English 1302. Both of these classes are 3 hours each, so 3's go in column B. The C will earn 2 points, and the B will earn 3 points in column D. Column E will get a 6 for History 1302 and 9 for English 1302. Pause the video while you complete your calculations. Now add these totals to your previous totals. These two classes are 6 hours, which takes the total hours to 27. The 6 and the 9 added to the 36 makes 51. So 51 divided by 27 would give a new GPA of 1.88. So this student will still be below a cumulative GPA of 2.0, so he or she will progress to the next step on the academic standing chart. You can play with these numbers and grades to see what you will need to reach a cumulative GPA of 2.0. This gives you a goal for the classes and a drive to do whatever you need to do to earn those grades. Please let us know if you have any questions about calculating your GPA.